They look good on you. You never returned my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet. Ah, what does an imperial princess know about style? Ah, get a room, you two, said Lupino, probably sensing the chemistry. But the fleet was coming on fast, so they took Zenobia east, over the Nexus. She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye. Without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Renato was aware of her feelings. Maybe this was a bad idea, but was he letting his own feelings get better?
No.
Lupino was right, Renato thought reluctantly. She knows things. She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you? She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting. Then he saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost, yelled Lupino. You have to catch her.
Sí, señor. No. Oh. And
The scientists at the observatory have resurrected one of his victims. Well, he's not exactly alive, but it can talk, and it can't lie. You took a big risk. You know, I could just cast a spell to make you tell me where the rebel base is. And you wouldn't consider that cheating? She frowned. Ugh, fine. Let's go get your witness. The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
Didn't even look like that went up. I like Brittany.
She caught up with him. Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic? Why? Would you want to join in? Oh, no, I'd destroy his books and... All right, I suppose I wouldn't. She stopped, troubled. He ran on.
Oh, excuse me.
Scientists on this island had been investigating the Emperor's dark rituals on their own. They were neutral in the civil war engulfing the Empire, but they could see that the dark magics the old Toad had loosed were changing the world. Bernardo hoped he and Zenobia weren't putting them in danger. If he was a weapons engineer, Bernardo would make the cannonballs go much faster. And fire randomly, obviously.
How did that happen?
Death to traitors! Caught the raven.
Keep going up and up and up and up.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared around, shocked. The scientists had been neutral. They had no part in the rebellion. Take me to your council, she said, shaken. I have things to tell them. It was what Reynardo had gambled on. The Zenobia would turn against her father once she knew his madness. But the rebel base was secret. Could he really risk taking the Emperor's daughter there, even if she did love him? Reynardo reached Lapino by Farspeaker Toad.
No. We should take her to the base.
Insisted Lapino. No, I don't trust her. Nobody changes sides that fast, said Reynardo.
I better go to the base. Let them know you've got her.
Lapino said. For some reason, Reynardo wasn't sure that was a good idea. Just meet me at the far side of the mountains. There's a shuttle here I can take.
Always has to be your way, doesn't it?
Said Lepido. Zenobia was still shaking as they got out. I didn't know, she said. The Ravens kept it secret. At first they sacrificed prisoners, then villages near the frontier, and then an orphanage. Kittens and puppies. Sometimes
Puppies and
he'd come
puppies
back to the
and
palace and it
kittens.
was like there were glowing things behind his eyes. I was so busy. I'll clear a path for us, Renato told Zenobia, so the Ravens don't see you.
Let's see. Oh, no, man, that was not enough. I need to get another level. Man, that's just killing everything for me. I don't know if that's good for me or if it's taking all my points. Oh, I don't know if I went this way before.
Zenobia came up as he massaged his sore arm. Her eyes were wet. He's been saying strange things. He asked me to do experiments. And some were wrong. They are banished, right? Said Renato. Gone forever. I mean, he couldn't actually bring the old gods back, could he? She didn't answer him. That frightened him more than anything.
having a pet. Well, like having a goblet for a pet.
Oh, I need more points than that.
Renato wondered if death was nothing more but a portal to another plane of existence.
I may get rain on these ones.
Find out.
I just Oh yeah, right here.
Renato wondered if he should have taken Zenobia to the rebel base for real. Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secrets, he was regretting his suspicion. They came up on an empty shack. He gestured her in. "Where's the base?" she asked, confused. "I thought we could talk a bit first." "Oh, you think I'm playing you?" She was furious. "I'm betraying my father who picked me out of an alley, and you think I'm playing you?" She lashed out. Her claws sliced fire into his face. Energy boiled in her other paw. But before she could kill him, he slashed his sword into her heart. She staggered.
Did I do this?
"I could have loved you. You
Bitch.
son of a bitch." And then she died. Renato stood there for hours, unable to move. Finally, a ship landed near him. Lapino had brought the Farfarer. On board the Farfarer, Lapino couldn't stop grinning. "I can't believe you actually killed her. Why couldn't I trust her?" Renato said. All he could feel was emptiness. "You killed the Emperor's daughter. You might want to run for it, if you care whether you live or die, that is." Since Renato didn't, he grabbed the wheel, and he sailed for the Imperial fleet.
Buffalo, ramen, the mono.
Renato had never felt worse. Zenobia had listened to him. He had trusted him. She had opened her eyes to her father's evil. Done everything he had hoped for. He had taken her to a dirty shack. Was he so used to lying that he couldn't trust even the girl he had always loved?
Kill the Empire. The Empire.
Renato had a feeling that was the back door to something. But what?
Burn on a soldier.
He could see the rebels reeling back as he plunged into the ranks of the Ravens. He'd had to kill the girl he loved. But he'd also blown the biggest opportunity they could have had. To turn the Emperor's daughter against him. Renato could only laugh miserably. He was taking crazy chances now, swinging wildly. He expected the Ravens to take him at any moment. But they were running in fear. No one wants to fight a man who doesn't care if he lives. No one wants to fight a hero.
One more match. One more match.
With this device, he could travel at night, so long as there were ravens to set on fire. Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Funny that this whole war had come about because the Emperor feared death. Now it was coming for him. There was some sort of lesson there, wasn't there? He was exhausted. Could barely think. He wanted to stop thinking. The rebels were already finished, and he was the last. The Ravens were coming for him personally now, in waves. It didn't matter. He was slick with his own blood, but it didn't matter. In the distance, he could see her, embraced by a halo of light, holding her hand out to him. Had she forgiven him? Would she take him to the halls of the Valiant? Then he felt steel in his belly, and his chest, and his back. And he lay down, and he couldn't see her anymore.
Yes.
clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Bernardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Of course, Bernardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. And he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage. Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface. Bernardo wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon. But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Bernardo could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. As he set foot on the island, Bernardo couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lupino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Bernardo felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Bernardo never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Sky Ripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it? Just stand on the device and let it do all the killing for him. But that wouldn't be sporting, would it?
Oh, I suppose.
That had been his mistake before. Trusting his old friend Lupino, who'd been through so many battles with him and shed so many heartaches, who he'd rescued so many times. What was up with that guy anyway? Bernardo was looking for a big chest. Wait, that didn't sound right. ever used. Or not. Should have done a barrel roll, he thought, as he died. What dreams may come, he thought. Then, he found out. Renato chuckled. It was the same puzzle. He wished he had his friends here, so he could amaze them.
Burn down.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Say. find the ammo at?
He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good, no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.
Flip the
Doubt sank in before he was even out of sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility, of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did. Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense? There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time. Not a boat this port that he'd inspected recently. There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits. Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
Oh. Oh, right here.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin. then glow. He only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
That's it.
Reynardo had never been much of a student. At Swordfu School, he'd never read the books, just looked at the pictures. And Zenobia. But weapons, he understood. His gut told him that the Skyripper would work great. He would use it to take out the Imperial outpost. And what's the worst that could happen? The thing wouldn't work, then he'd take it to the scientists. Right? Reynardo actually could think of a few things that were worse. But he would make sure they didn't happen this time. Right? Exactly. As he set out down the path, Reynardo wondered why the parts of the Skyripper had only surfaced now, thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had discarded it. This Emperor, Isengrim III, had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Perhaps that was bringing up lost artifacts. How perfect, then, that the Skyripper would reappear to be his destruction. And, hopefully this time, just his destruction. Nice chests. He should take one home, he thought. He was tired of slaughtering ravens. Maybe it was time to test out the new weapon. He turned a knob on the Sky Ripper. It made strange, mechanical noises. The wheels spun faster. It began to hum.
The Sky Ripper was following his every step. At least it acknowledged him as the master. But there was no trigger. How was he supposed to fire it? Fire, he said. Nothing happened. Well, maybe it just needed to warm up. After all, it hadn't been fired in thousands of years.
The Sky Ripper was making a whining noise now, and its wheels were spinning so fast he could no longer see them. Renato had a thought.
Please? He asked.
The Sky Ripper began to glow. Boom! The outpost burst into flame. Ravens flapped out screaming, wings on fire. The base was his. The far speaker toad came hopping out.
Renato!
It croaked, sounding like a toad version of Zenobia.
Don't use the Sky Ripper. It will destroy the world.
Yeah, sure it will, cracked Renato. Pull the other one.
If you don't trust me, go see Calaveras.
That sounded sensible. Why did she always have to sound sensible all the time? Oh, it was infuriating.
Of course she would say that. He was supposed to hurry and bring the Sky Ripper to the council so the rebels could actually win the war. But what if she was right?
Damn it.
Let's see.
Zenobia was so frustrating. If she couldn't get you with magic, she'd get you with reason and caution and sensible arguments. Of course, Calaveras, he might not know the latest scientific theories with evidence and all, but Renato preferred the knowledge in the old books anyway. What they said felt true, and that's what's important. You should be careful, though. She'd probably guess he'd come here. That meant she'd probably set an ambush for him.
Renato landed on the island, expecting Zenobia's ambush at any moment.
God, after all these years, she still drove him crazy. Oh, unless they were part of the ambush. The obvious reasons he was meant to see to take his mind off the ones he wouldn't see. There did seem to be a lot of ravens around here.
Hey, Nutty, what's up? Oh, nerdy. There was a picture I seen. I was trying to see if heroes or I think I asked James too. It was a picture of the Justice League, and there was someone next to, I think it was Batman, Flash, then somebody in the middle. I was not sure who that was. They think it might have been Cyborg. I don't know if you've seen that picture. I know Superman was not in the picture. It was like Batman, I think Wonder Woman and Aquaman in it too. I just couldn't figure out who was in the middle. Oh, Cyborg? Yeah, okay. So I couldn't hardly tell because it kind of looked real dark. And you only just seen the red light. At first I was thinking, was it the Martian Manhunter? Because sometimes he like spread when he like glows. Here, I'll find all the stories for this.
Zenobia's ambush never materialized. Could she be
I seen a picture of the
Calaveras was a great
the NECA Raphael.
Even Zenobia could convince
That
him
looks
to say
pretty
something
sweet.
he didn't believe. And if he was working for the Empire, he'd never have told Renato about the Skywalker in the first place.
It's like 100 and I think it was 45 on Amazon.
That didn't mean he had to agree.
Oh, that is pretty sweet detail.
How about a floating platform that simply just goes to the top?
So do they have like smaller Voltron ones you to build together? Cause I seen the big one too, but not the big blue one, just the, I think it was the black one. I was looking at the small one, like, is this the one that goes together with the other? Oh, I also seen those Power Ranger toys. I seen what you were talking about. I already seen the morph on your IG, and but I seen it in person too. I was all like, damn. Oh, it's a Legacy series.
To his alarm, Renato realized that the rebels...
See, I didn't know that when I was looking at it. If I ever go to Walmart again and I see it again, I'll see what it says. But it was only, the small ones were $9.99. I remember playing with Voltron. It was like the small one. Wasn't there like two sizes Voltrons when you were a kid, Nerdy?
Calaveras examined the Sky Ripper eagerly.
What? How often does a new relic surface?
He brushed off Zenobia's warning.
Oh, what a sorceress know about physics.
However,
I want
he
some.
did know a few ways to make the weapon even more
I'm
precise
craving
and
banana
more powerful,
pudding,
and
but
quickly
I
went
haven't
off to
done.
tinker. Soon the Sky Ripper no longer whined, but thrummed like a hummingbird taking off. It was ready for war.
And so, Bernardo thanked Calaveras and took the legendary weapon to the final battle. But where were the other rebel ships? Had something happened?
He could defeat the Imperial
Yeah.
fleet with the Sky Ripper, but he couldn't govern. He was not cut out to be emperor, and he had
Yeah,
no
so
desire to be one.
I only seen the small blue one. That's so. And I don't even know if that was one. Look, I don't know if that really the change transformed with the others small ones. But I was mostly looking for the Spider-Man.
There were a few rebel ships.
I swear, my
here and there, but there was no
my Walmart need to
organization
get
the
better.
battle.
I thought it was supposed to be
Where
a
was the
super
Council
Walmart.
flagship?
Shit.
Something had gone
It has
terribly
no
wrong.
hardly no
But he had the
toys.
Sky Ripper, and the Ravens
Stop.
had nowhere they could hide.
They had the Winter Soldier, Falcon, and I forgot that girl name. She's wearing a white suit and she comes with somebody's latest like red and purple. The latest red and purple, I think. I seen Vinny build it on his IG. I think the guy has a cape with shoulder shields. I'm not sure what his name was. Just, I seen that it's also at my Walgreens too, so I'm like, oh come on,
There it was
buy
again.
this at my Walgreens.
Back door to the portal that went to the center of the fleet.
Now, you got don't you got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the thing I bought today, the classic thing, cause that was the only one there. Like, ooh. Even though the box was all sticky and dirty. I think I'll just open this. Then a couple of people said I should open it, so I did. I think that's the first toy I bought with really good details in a while. Besides the Pops, because they have good detail too.
The council speaker was on the deck, bleeding.
I'm
Why was she even here?
bleeding
They
now.
found our base, she croaked. The council,
Yep.
all dead. We must surrender.
Now, are you building
We can still win
the
this, said
Voltron
Bernardo.
when you get all the
I have the Sky
parts?
Ripper. He would be a real hero and save the day.
On stream.
Human all appeared
Because
to be
I want to
lost.
see someone
You're
actually
a
build
good
that.
boy, said the speaker. And then she died.
Imagine they did that with the Power Rangers swords, where you had to buy one separate. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a cool stream. See, I'm not sure if I seen the Power Ranger sword toy today. I know I seen the big Power Ranger thing in the morpher. I should have took pictures of my Walmart to show you guys how the toy aisle is. There's hardly nothing. But I found that Batman Imposter Pop, the Two-Face one. I wanted that one the most out of them. They had the Poison Ivy and Scarecrow. I'm not sure who else they had. They had some Dragon Ball Z pops. And they, like, one of the checkout lines, they had more pops there. And other collectible stuff. Avengers. You probably gotta buy more bads and boards soon, right? With all the comics you've been getting. Please wait, please wait. Wait. Yeah. Nothing much. That's it. Oh, that's alright. Daddy, I'm not gonna send you something like probably in a couple of days. Well, I gotta get some change and see it, because I think you'll like it.
Setting all the other nearby Imperial ships on fire too. And he watched them burn.
See? He could use this guy.
Because it will match your tattoo on your finger.
Gave a cheer, and then they stopped cheering. There was a hole in the air.
Say no to that.
A blackness, like a tear in a parchment.
Because I got an Asher one in Loot Crate
Crates were falling off ship decks
when I was still doing Loot Crate, so.
The world itself seemed bent, like the reflection on a curved mirror as it poured into the
Unless someone ready gave you it.
Somewhere behind that ever-widening hole were gods that had long been exiled. But it didn't really matter. Time was done.
Because I didn't need two, I just needed one. They probably put two in my box by accident. How many stories I need to find left? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15. Echo. No, continue. Excuse me. Me too. I don't even know what Flop said. He like said it so sloppily.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renata knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong.
Oh, is Fox playing Who was? Who was streaming that
Sure,
one?
he could figure out how to use it safely. Also,
You said pigeon?
a temple had risen out of empty desert.
Damn.
The Iblis stone.
Does he
was
still
hidden
wear the
there.
mask?
It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescue.
Lupino.
Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. And he had a gut feeling that he needed
Yes, sir.
to use that to his advantage.
Bloosh. Let's see. Oh yeah.
The island was wind. No one.
I think I gotta buy the Fallout disc because I think the download will be way too much memory.
But this time, Renato was sure he could master it.
I want to platinum that.
Renato went ostrich hunting.
I just don't want to like mess up the missions. See, I was liking Fallout 3 then
But ancient codices
when I
have
ran
hints
into a
of
guy
other
and I
things.
start
A stone that ate souls.
like I don't know if I was too heavy with stuff or
A jewel only a
that
righteous
just
man
I
can
like
give
I don't
away.
want to walk this
Were
slow,
all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden,
especially when I was trying to kill him.
Another ancient item that
Yeah.
was only resurfacing now. Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals.
There you are. Oh hi, oh hi, oh hi. Dance, 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 dance. Ooh, look at that booty.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Sexy booty.
I still don't know why people think so-so's everybody.
That was too funny.
What was he doing here? Last time, the stone had fought him for possession of his own soul.
I'll say that.
Even if Mayor's bald, that don't mean he's so-so. Shit.
I got everybody in the head.
Oh, did you know about the new Power Ranger game, Nerdy? What? Well, it's not like, it's like they small and pint size.
Cawing in frustration,
And,
they were still searching for a way in.
and it's like a metal fight turtle thing, kind of. I looked up the trophy list and there ain't even a platinum for it. I wish there was, cause I would get it. Damn you, cursive. Some games they don't. I don't know why. Cause if they did, I would have had a lot more platinum.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Oh my bad.
Big tail, small guy. Don't you go. too bad at all.
Not too bad.
Back to Zuckerberg. No problem. Howard.
Oh. I'm still trying to find some streamers that I used to watch when Ustream was still on. I don't know if they switch or What movie you think they will mess up next? Do you have any Mouse from Mars toys, Nutty? Mouse from yeah, Spider Mite. It's been a while since I watched that. Do you have any Spider Mice from Mars toys? I had one, but it was not like it was the rubber one, where they don't really do anything. I think it was the leader. Street Shirts and Burger Mice from Mars was my show. Hit my health, one health stuck in the chest still. Oh, there you go, I got it.
There had to be some way to use the Iblis stone. It was old, wasn't it? People are so much cleverer now. And Renato was pretty sure he was cleverer than most people.
Oh my god. God damn.
Mexican bacon?
Mexicans make it all.
Yes, it does. Let's see. Oh shit.
Base. I see you, boy.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously the temple builders knew how to deal with Tomb Raiders.
Tomb Raider. Well, I have a right from the PlayStation Plus games this month. Because they're not really games I would play. Yeah. Like, Little Big Planet 3 I would play, but the rest for PS3, and I'll play them sometime in the future, but I do, but what I do is I try not play so many new games at once, so like on the leaderboard I'm on, the Trophy Hunter leaderboard, like if there's games where I just play for a little bit, having like 0% on it, it lowers my position on the leaderboard, and I don't want that. I want to like get to the top, so I try platinum the games to 100%.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no.
I just got a bunch of games on Batlog.
Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that?
Give me the blood.
It was the stone. Eager, thirsty.
Oh, motherfucker.
That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him. Why not capture the core of Skyripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. "What's the core?" said the stone anxiously. But even though Renato knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing.
Oh, that was nasty, Santa.
No, it wasn't.
That's it. Okay. Find the gem, find Saba. Spare Saba, throw the gem.
Damn it.
Damn it. Damn it. Hello, TT.
Yeah, I'm out too.
So,
The gem could give great power, but it was evil.
oh, when I was starting streaming, it said
Divide the stone into the power half and the
says
evil
do not
half.
play music in the
Sought out the sage
background.
Calaveras.
Is that new or something?
Of splitting.
Croaked
'Cause I don't-
Calaveras.
I can make
Well, I seen it on my stream,
Calaveras
like
set up various
popped up.
shiny things. And soon Renato was setting the stone down in the middle of Calaveras' lab.
I like
It was a
the
flash,
left
and now
top corner.
Renato was looking at himself, except with a mustache and a goatee and darker hair. There
I
were
don't.
true Iblis stones.
Probably
Light.
just the heroes and not James.
Renato took
J Dub.
felt a rush of great
They were playing.
power.
They were playing Justin Bieber
Now I
one
can defeat the
time.
Emperor. Wait,
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
He couldn't
Actually,
think of
not
any way
me.
to use
I don't
it
like
without hurting
Bieber.
someone.
Hey,
That
what
wouldn't
was
be
it?
nice.
Actually, I don't
Give
even
me
think I was
that.
streaming that time
Said his
when you guys were
evil-looking
playing
twin.
that music.
And he drew his sword.
I think I was just playing
No,
a
you
game.
He only got it halfway to the
No.
scout when he fainted from the
Because I was playing Ordic Slayer. Yeah, that's right. I was playing Ordic Slayer and I was not streaming that. I was just playing that offline.
After the Emperor's victory, they were exhibited in a museum until time ended, which was soon after. He had tried something bold and paid the price for it.
I don't know why they put the ones where I die. I'm trying to get unlock the stories, not to keep dying. I bought some more those teeny mates from wrestling.
Verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other
I got
things.
Dean Ambrose, Ultimate
Stone
Warrior,
and 8 souls.
Bishop, and
Drank blood.
I can't tell which
Jewel only a righteous
Bella
man
is.
knew
I'm
where.
not sure if it's
Were
Nikki
all
or
those
Bree,
things the Iblis
because they
stone?
both look the same. I thought they
Long
would have
hidden in a buried
them a
temple.
little bit.
Another ancient item that was only resurfacing
What do you call
now.
it?
Drawn up from
Different.
the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals.
Bree mode. Have you guys ever watched Total Divas?
Nope.
Sometimes I think Total Divas stage. Cause how they be, yeah.
What was he doing here? Last time, the stone had
My,
fought him
I have a
possession
friend
of his
that
own soul.
he was getting upset because Bree, she said she was leaving the company. Then she I think Eva Marie was. She's saying Eva Marie was disrespecting the company and she loves it. The company. And he was all getting upset about that. I'm like, she's been in wrestling for a long time. Divas don't normally stay in the wrestling business a lot. Especially not like the guys do. I know he is.
The Ravens
Main
were already
distress is
here,
making it into
cawing in frustration.
Yum,
They
yum,
were
yum,
still
yum, yum,
searching
yum,
for a
yum.
way in. Good. And he hadn't
Yep.
come too late.
When she went blonde around her.
Yep.
Doing well.
I wonder why. I don't think she was like really good to have her bat hurt. How would you feel if you know who did that, Nerdy? Would you try? I said, how would you feel if Ginger did that? What Trish Stratus did. The breast reduction. No, the breast reduce. Reduce. Can't even talk.
How far exactly did these things travel?
Better feel.
There had to be some way to use the Iblis stone. It
Emperor's
was
Stone.
old, wasn't it? People are so much cleverer now. and Renato was pretty sure he was cleverer than most people.
In July, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I know either because what's going on with the U.S. Oh.
Yeah, but still, it's the money part for the moment. Belgian rage.
Yeah, heroes, you make it rain over there.
Well, it's raining over here each and every day. I grant you that, but it's not raining money. Wish it would.
Me too, me too. Damn. So far, how my weather been doing? Seem like we're not going to get a lot of snow this winter.
So much. It was time to turn it into something he could use.
Well, same thing here. Because it's starting to get warm tomorrow. Should be.
Yeah.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with Tomb Raiders.
Ay, 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 ay. Walk through. I am random.
We are.
Yes, we are. Sometimes I want to be a PC gamer because some of these games I see on them.
If you can't stand the heat, you thought, stay out of the flamethrower.
I would like to see the have you guys heard of the Raft game on? I think it's on PC.
No, haven't heard of it.
Well, you start on this raft, you gotta survive, and you have to build the raft like by debris floating in the water.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
It was a stone of the purest.
I tried to play on my
It reflected no light.
tablet
Like a
thing,
void made solid. Nervous.
but it wouldn't
I
like.
picked it up.
It would load and ads would pop up and it would start all over when it got
Who
close
said
to
that?
90. So I uninstall it.
It was the stone.
I like screw
Eager,
that.
Thirsty.
Angry.
That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's
happened?
greatest general and a potent witch.
Yeah,
But
one
they
of
had
the
been
teammates
close
crossed it in,
once,
and I
and he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control it.
I used it.
Why not
Hit the floor
capture
over
the
the
core
line.
of Sky Ripper
Didn't come.
instead? It was the eye of a lost god.
I think I might have to buy a couple of these DLCs for Rocket League. Cause I couldn't find the cards they were telling me I had to use
But even though Renato
for the
knew
Fury, I
gem
think.
was, he had
Or
a
the-
clever plan
Yeah.
for dealing with it.
Let's see. Find gem, find core, meet sciences. Find gem, find zone, kill zone, meet council.
Mission found. Game error.
Oh yeah.
Arrow. Arrow. Arrow.
Let's see.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy, and he had a feeling it did not have his best interests at heart. The sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power. He would go there.
Play Fallout.
Yep, that's strange.
The
I'm
moment
playing
he
the game,
landed the
Nathan.
Farfarer,
I'm just trying
Bernardo
to
had a
follow the
rare
game.
feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm in.
he could turn around and
I'm
search
actually
Zenobia's
putting
island.
it up.
He frowned.
I had the choice
Wait a minute.
to
He didn't
just play
want
with
to kill
the
Zenobia, did he?
Institute and go to Mass
Sure,
Fusion,
technically she was
or
the enemy, but they'd been at
inform
sword for
the
school
Brotherhood.
together.
And now
They'd
I
never been lovers,
inform the,
but
the Brotherhood.
somehow
For a
they'd been
moment.
closer. She'd told him every secret about herself, except the biggest one. She was the Emperor's daughter,
To see if it provides me with some trophies.
whispered
Yeah.
the stone. Before it's too late.
That's what I'm thinking, but just to see if it gives me some trophies, you know? Because I had my plan, don't worry.
Ooh, sparkly, thought Renato.
I called heroes and villain for a reason. Ooh, that was quickly down.
I don't think there's any more these crystal things that I find. Because everything's level 3. Ribbit. Sound like
Fucking spider.
a spider. You know what? One thing they should like make a subscription for is like a gamer food box.
Do it, man. Make the money. Do it first.
If I could, I would. Then I'll be like, hide behind, like, make them think somebody else is running it, and make videos to be like, I'm trying this new company.
What's the bro box?
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
That much.
You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these had to be Imperial gogglers. That meant ravens were up ahead. You blinked.
Must be watching a funny stream.
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt
That's
of
nice.
power flowing into his arm. You're weak, whispered the stone. The core will kill you. Are you
Afraid of it? Don't be ridiculous. It chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you so much as carry it. And if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically. Bernardo did not trust rocks that talked in his head.
How much do you guys normally buy your build fitters from Marvel Legends? How much do you guys normally pay for your Build-A-Fitters Marvel Legends? Yeah, individually. Okay. That's
Open, says me.
oh, let's upgrade. Is that the, I mean upgrade, yeah. So many upgrades I need to get. Oh, let's do the ultimate sword fu.
Swell. He'd always wanted to do that.
Somebody eating something? Why was he doing? Is it still the pigeon guy? Or are you watching? What's his stream name? Okay.
As he approached the core, the stone
we chose, that's fine. Oh wait, I might have seen that guy. Cause I remember seeing that in Heroes We Trust, but I didn't join his stream. I was looking around. Let me go see if
As real as it gets. That's just my beliefs. This saddens me, you know?
I don't know if that was the guy.
That wasn't his vision, was it?
Mm-hmm.
The stone had sent him its dark.
I'm making you laugh a lot.
He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out. When Renato came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis stone was no longer black.
I got water
It was
still.
glowing with a blue
Oh yeah, I
light.
do.
And it was silent. I can't hear you, he sang out. And you? It didn't answer. Ha, he said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind. He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
Let's see. Find a gem. Hey Trance, how you doing? No, not yet. Gotta do all those stories.
As the Farfarer sailed towards the Nexus, Bernardo wondered if the core had been created to silence the stone, or even to feed its
I only
hunger.
play this when I stream.
Honestly, he didn't care.
That's what I've been doing.
He felt terrific, and he appreciated the quiet inside his head.
Oh my God.
The Nexus was infested with ravens, but that didn't bother Renato. With each death, the converted Iblis stone in his gauntlets glowed brighter, and he felt stronger. Wow. He was getting a bit bloodthirsty, wasn't he? Well, he wasn't worried. He was a warrior. They're supposed to be bloodthirsty.
Damn, I heard it. Yeah, just grinding, that's it. The one trophy that was doing a little challenge was the one where the combo list, where you had to do all the combo moves in one thing. But otherwise, everything else was pretty easy. It sounded like one of you guys grabbing your hand in the bowl of nuts or something.
Happens to this next thing when I'm watching, with his matching chair on the couch.
The core, absorbed in the stone, was doing its job perfectly. Bernardo
Nerdy, if you
felt
start
Eldritch
sounding like
choked every
J-Dub
time
when
he
he's
downed a
broken,
raven.
can we call you
It
J-Dub
flowed into
too?
the glowing stone the way water flows down a riverbed. It all felt
Yeah, I know.
perfectly natural, as if all his life, this was what he had been meant to do.
I remember one time I broke myself when I was a little kid. I like farted like a lawnmower, well, what they called it, and I just bust out laughing, couldn't stop. Who, me? Or, oh. Oh yeah, that's true, Trent. Cause that happened to me a bunch of times so far.
Renato tore through the last remaining guards at the outpost like hot coffee through snow. There was a
I had to
fire speaker toad here.
make it look like I was walking on air
He
just
knew
to
she
finish
was
the
thrilled.
mission.
And she was.
And one mission
She wanted him to come
is
back
like
to base. They had plans to discuss. At a
stuck
medal to
where I
give
couldn't
him.
play it,
A
so I had
large
to quit the
golden
game.
medal.
No, not quit the
Great,
game, just quit
said Renato.
to the
Let's
main
talk about
menu.
Who else I can kill? Then the fire speaker croaked again.
Hello, Renato.
He said,
If you
Hello,
get sick
Renato.
of slaughtering second-rate birds in the Nexus, I'm waiting for you in the mountains.
Zenobia. She missed him. She loved him. Once she saw how awesome he'd become, maybe she'd join him. They'd kiss and... Well, if she did refuse for some reason, he was no match for him now.
Let's see, which one should
The Batman Sarah Winsmith is
What?
sounds as if it was Batman Sarah Winsmith or something in the show. He's so stupid random shit. He's sort of annoying content.
Yeah, it was annoying. True. You know what? Maybe Average like was going on vacation or something, cause he like streamed two times in a row, like last Friday and the Friday before that. Usually he's Alright, have a good night, Trumps. Have fun Platinum Skyrim. Let's see. I'm gonna do this one.
Zenobia was taunting him. No doubt she hoped to lure him into a trap, but it didn't matter, did it? He could fight his way out of any trap. He was invincible. This was gonna be fun. So where was this ambush? Renato couldn't wait. At Sword Fu school, she'd always studied a little harder, practiced a little longer, complained really a lot less. And then she'd become a sorceress. He'd always known he'd have to take her by surprise or not at all. But this would be a surprise indeed.
Indeed, indeed. Is it December yet? I really want to play Spider-Man. 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 To play Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, he does.
Heroes, buy me a copy of Spider-Man for PS4, the Amazing Spider-Man, so to play that.
Well, you can have my Amazing Spider-Man #2 if you like. Never played it.
I played it on PS3. And I played on that.
Mine is on PlayStation 4, so
Yeah, I know.
upgrade.
I got Amazing Spider-Man 1 for PS Vita. I didn't even play it yet because I've been playing a lot of PS4. getting that. Were you in your chair Monday, Nerdy, or was it a different chair you were in?
To hide his stuff better.
Nerdy. Okay. What? What heroes? It was the sun. Oh. Hey, Dr. Jetro, how you doing tonight? Hopefully soon, Dr. Jetro. Oh, I've been trying to figure out the stories. I had to do some. I did some again. I don't know why it wouldn't let me do a different one. But I've been finding some. For some reason, when I seen Nerdy stream today, it felt like he was back in his brother room, his old room, where he streamed. That's why I thought, yeah.
If I might say, the nerd hole is coming out along nicely as well.
Yeah. Is it true, Heroes?
You know it, so yeah, of course it's true. I want a nerd hole.
You dirty slut, Heroes. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I actually been. Now bros is going like, damn, what the hell do I have to say right now?
I was going to say, did he pop the cherry?
No, I popped the side piece,
Yeah, hopefully soon I'll be playing a different game. Dr. Jekyll. Cause I really got plot in this game. I didn't been too long since I platinum. Dr. Jekyll said hello here, hey heroes. Hey y'all. Hey.
Oh. So the French onion balls. Sorry, it was a little bit too much French.
We
Dr. Jekyll, yeah.
I love noir. Oh.
Oh, des baguettes, des moustaches, tout ça, ouais.
Now, do I have the like? Do I have the sounding like French down good, Heroes?
Yeah, like the French accent, yeah.
All right, that's good.
For me, it's actually hard to do an English-French accent. Because I speak pretty good French, so. Not bragging, sorry.
I wish I would speak perfect French.
Well, I don't speak perfect French, but pretty good.
Yeah.
See? With enough leverage, you could go anywhere.
I completely forgot a bunch of the French stuff I learned. I know how to say 29, fan neuf. Is it fan neuf?
Yeah.
Or fan?
Yeah.
Alright. Fan oui.
But instead of joining
is 28.
He was on a fool's errand the Emperor's daughter had sent him on.
Think is like 5 C's.
The Imperial fleet, counting on Renato to show up in time.
Yep.
Very good, buddy.
Yeah, I remember some of the numbers. Van Un. Is it Van Un for 21?
It's actually 20 and 1. Like,
oh yeah, 20 and 1.
He said, a little put out. I owe you better than that. I know how you feel about me, love.
Damn, am I teaching languages to everybody right now? Really?
Oh damn! I don't even
Belgian used to that Texan guy.
Jesu Grand. Dr. General says on the hour. No, it's French though. Just
yeah, you're on the right path. Just a big or a grand
pam ditaro pam titaro. On fait de papier.
I probably ought to
Fancy bowl.
Le papillon.
Fancy bowl.
She was tossing the glowing stone
Pap
from
ti-
Paul.
Yeah,
Let's
that's something so crazy. You just named
And then he
papillon.
fell back into sleep.
That's
On the
butterfly,
Farfarer,
or in
Damn.
Dutch,
Ronaldo drank his
Linde,
favorite headache remedy.
or in German,
Zenobia had beaten him again.
Ein Schmetterling.
Hero, she making Hero, she making me think of Cesaro, like when Cesaro was in the first came in Raw, he would say like words in 5 different languages.
yeah, but that's actually so nice to do if you know German. I forgot. Like French, Dutch, English, and a few other languages like Spanish as well, Mexican. They all sound nice if you say something. And like the German languages, it's like they're shouting at you a word that you don't understand. You know?
Room at Swordfield School, which he'd done his best to leave for Zenobia whenever he could. What would she do with the glowing Iblis stone?
Like what I just said.
Yep.
Just a butterfly,
shouldn't it?
a papillon,
But
Linde.
just felt
Ein Schmetterling.
stupid as he carved his way.
That was the German part.
Are you still in here, Dr. General? I was.
Oh no, I forgot that.
You forgot what?
Like everyone can hear me in the stream probably. I'm like, okay.
Well, there's only 2 people viewing me right now. Yep, and Dr. General is one of them. Did you see the free PlayStation games list for this month?
Yeah, I put them in my library. I always download all the games that are coming out free.
Yeah, I will, Dr. Jekyll. Oh, you know what? I probably did have everybody, if there's a trophy for... Well, that's like a good thing for me, Dr. Jekyll, because I'd not play them right away and get some of these games done, platinum on my list. But the Little Big Planet, I probably have people help me with like just rating my level. I probably will call it something easy so people know it. I'm thinking like Nerd Circle.
Next time you owned a supernatural artifact that wanted tribute,
So it'll be easy, I'll search. I said, if I may... Yeah, I said if, like, there's a trophy, like, on Little Big Planet where I need people to heart my level and stuff, I'd name it, Nerd Circle and have all you guys, if you guys played Little Big Planet, to heart it and stuff, so they get the trophy. Because I try to get the trophy like that on Little Big Planet 1, and I didn't even get it. Mine was not that good, so I was just trying to hit. I played like Trophy Hunters, so hopefully Trophy Hunters would heart it and stuff. Yeah, I know. Alright, I will, Dr. Jojo. Now there should be some PS4 games that have been out for a while that should be on the Plus soon. And I think they were some good ones. Wait, was Black Flag on the Plus? I think that might have been. I'm not sure for PS3 or PlayStation 4.
I'm not sure.
Me either. Oh,
because I might have missed a month or two.
Yeah.
But I don't remember be on it.
I kind of wish I started PlayStation Plus the 5 years ago or 6 years ago now, when they first started it. Because I seen some people got like something. I'm not sure what they award for having Plus for 5 years. Being with them since the beginning, and that would have been cool with my name on it. I think they said the trophies too on it. I know. Cause I seen some games when I didn't have Plus that were good. That would have like played Dr. Jekyll.
Was cleaning blood off her sword and weeping. It's
I need a
so
Batman
hungry.
massage.
I can't stop killing, she said. But I fed it the core of the Sky Ripper, and now he's hungry again. She wept. It was true. The Ilra Stone was black again.
It's been
A void
quite
that
so
seemed to
long.
suck all the light out of the sky.
I'm still there.
Take it from me, Ronaldo. While you still can. Okay. I'll take it.
You should your mouth, boy.
Yes, I thought. This is what it means to be a hero. To save the soul of even his old enemy when it looked like all was lost. He stepped forward to accept the sword from her
Did you see this
hand.
one, the
She
last
flipped the
sale?
sword, and a blade went
There's
into
not
his
really
gut.
much stuff
As the
I want
Ilra
to
Stone
bought
sucked
on
his
it.
soul into its infinite darkness. He could vaguely hear a voice, something like Zenobia's chuckle. Sucker.
Oh, that's another story unlocked. A hero who fights until the end, even when he is humiliated. Okay. Yeah, I think I got a couple of games for that. I'm not sure. But once I see some games on the sale, I go crazy and start buying them. I think the Batman game might be on PlayStation Plus soon.
Yeah, for $30 or something, or $40.
Yeah.
With everything, all the DLCs.
Yep. Well, no, I mean, it might be on the free for Plus, because that game been on sale a lot lately. Even
could be.
Because it was on sale for $9.99 without the DLCs.
Whoopsie.
Sound like the Mortal Kombat. Whoopsie.
Oh my god, for Dr. the West, yeah.
Let's see, eliminate. Exterminate.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced.
Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert.
Yes.
The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course.
I already did it.
Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion.
Catch you later, Dr. Jekyll. Have a good night.
He needed to use that to his advantage.
He's about to leave.
Yay, later, Jekyll.
He's about to leave soon. Dr. Jekyll, you look cuss that nerdy tomorrow then.
Renato finally realized that Lapino was a traitor to the cause. And maybe Renato could use that somehow.
Let's do this.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. Lapino's frantic message said that the Ravens were going to kill him for being a rebel spy. And that he had a clever plan. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse. Or so Lapino had told him over the far speaker anyway. Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen the winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled to Ravens?
I'm jumping really about it. Go.
A chest that shiny deserved to be opened.
Oh my back. Oh.
People were frightened these days. Just 2 weeks past, Renato had sneaked through an empty town and listened to the Raven's call about the Emperor's new taste in ritual sacrifice. Renato looked around the empty village. How had he ever imagined Lapino was anything but a traitor? Any honest rabbit would have fled with the villagers.
Somebody playing Star Wars?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard lightsabers.
Only playing Fallout.
Oh.
And it was lasers that you heard.
Oh, that's why.
Laser. You were close.
What was your guys' favorite Star Wars game that uses lightsabers?
That uses lightsabers. Okay.
I would plug it for nerdy, alright. What about you, Heroes and Fox?
I was leaning to Old Republic too, but Unleashed and Jedi Academy and stuff like that were okay as well. Hard play.
The Force Unleashed and there was another Star Wars game I played with only lightsabers. It was for the PS1, but I was playing on the PS2, but couldn't get far because I think that disc was messed up or something. It would like freeze every time I get certain parts. I think it had
the advanced guard.
I think Obi-Wan Kenobi when he was young with
Eat him for breakfast.
what was Samuel L. Jackson's character name?
If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their
Yeah,
prisoners. Even top spies like Lapino. Well, unless he really was a traitor.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Obviously.
Sorry.
Then they'd probably pin a medal on his chest.
I'm like, oh, he said no. I'm like, huh? Yeah. Misunderstood. Windu, Mace Windu.
Lapino must be waiting at the end of the
Yeah, I think he was on it too.
Bernardo wanted badly to confront him.
Oh, you made nerdy left, Heroes.
What good would that do him?
It was me. I didn't do anything. He says go for me. Oh my god, he's
I thought he would have said goodbye at least.
Mm-hmm. I didn't hear anything.
I know, all I heard was like, nope. And boom, gone.
Yep.
Lapino would betray him. But now Renato knew that. What would Lapino do if he knew that Lapino was going to betray him? Well, he'd concoct some crazy scheme, wouldn't he? That used Lapino's betrayal against him and it would blow up in his face. Maybe he would think this. Well, that would be a first.
Excuse me.
You excuse.
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing.
The future
of this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who happened to also be a deadly sorcerer, and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. And it would be nice to see her. He'd always had a soft spot for her. And, he felt sure, she had one for him.
On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
Paycon. Let's see.
Oh, motherfucker. God damn it.
Ratio from Xena. Let's see what's down here. Ratio.
To make the Sky Ripper, the Transcendent Emperor had wrapped an armature around the eye of a god. Bernardo had already let that armature slip away to save Lapino's life. But even its core, the eye torn from a god, surely they could fashion a great weapon from that.
The core of the Sky Ripper?
Lapino's excited. That's an actual thing that we could just go and get. You've been busy.
He sure had. Renato told him all the things he'd been up to. Soon they got to talking about old times, about wages they'd won and lost, and scrapes they'd barely got out of. It was good to be back with his friend. True, the core was capable of terrible, uncontrollable destruction. But this time, he was sure it would work great.
That makes me think of
It's beautiful here.
Splinter Cell.
Bernardo. It was nice to be back with his old war buddy.
Cause like you have to use the computer on Splinter Cell.
Lapino was a traitor. But still, it was good company.
A present? For me?
For me?
Ah, Zenobia. Now that he knew she still loved him, he wanted to go back to her. But that hadn't worked out, had it? Maybe it was time to find the core of the Sky Ripper.
That's nothing over there. Yeah, let's do some ass right there.
The waterfall was spectacular.
Heroes, you should never left us last night.
These things as they came. We passed this way but once.
Just
last night?
Yeah. It was last night, right, Fox? Or was it the...
I think so.
Yeah, we were playing Rocket League, James too, and we were playing with this a-hole dude. He was like and his teammates scored all the goals. and we tried to use you to since I was not there.
I actually don't remember what I was doing last night.
Damn. You drunk too much Jubiler.
No, I had a rough couple of weeks. Had to take care of a lot of things.
Yeah.
You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads.
Or was it Monday night?
Peck each other to death. So these.
I think it's rather Monday.
Gogglers.
Yeah.
That meant ravens were up ahead. Who are you looking at? Oh, right. No one.
Oh yeah, it was Monday because it was right after Nerdy
All
stream.
over. You could feel an almost palpable sickness in the air. And if the land could have tumors, they would look like these monstrous crystals. The forest was quieter than it had been.
Because you were playing with us for a little bit, then
But few
I
birds.
think you got tired
Didn't
or
get the
something.
ravens.
Yeah.
Renata smelled sick animals and dying ones. No healthy ones. And getting a bad feeling about this. Renato thought. Maybe Lapina was right. Maybe they should have kidnapped Zenobia instead of coming here. What was the point of this gate? Did they think no one would notice the lever?
Then you know, it's like there's this Crawford game. It's like a race car. I'm thinking about doing it and streaming it online. Maybe it'll be fun to watch. I'm not sure.
As he held the radiant icosahedron, Renato felt queasy.
Queasy.
Dozens of tiny worms were nibbling his insides. It wasn't healthy to
Message.
be so close to the eye of a god. How
No,
could he
new
use
party.
it?
New pat.
He could take it to the observatory. The
I'll go
scientists
ball
there
back.
could tell him how to harness its ancient power. But honestly, Renato
Oh,
ached
hero
to get
slug.
away from it. He brought the core back with him to the Farfarer.
Am I in here alone? Yeah, so.
Renato ached to be rid of it. Tell you what, said Lapino. I'll take it to the observatory. You attack the Imperial outpost. The Imperial outpost was a vital communications node. Taking it could shatter the Empire's ability to coordinate. And it would be full of secret plans and maps and maybe even rebel prisoners. It was a good target for a hero like Renato. But what if Lapino lost the core to the Empire? That could be a good thing, couldn't it? Was Renato ready to take that risk? Maybe it was better if he brought the core to the scientists himself.
See. Oh, I wasn't in that one. That was this. No.
Trust me, Reynardo, you won't regret this. I'll treat the core like it was my own baby daughter.
As the Farfarer dived towards the Nexus, Lupino was jumping up and down with excitement. Stop rabbiting around, Reynardo said. Lupino just stared at him. The moment the ship landed, Lupino leapt off the ship. As Lupino vanished into the wilds of the Nexus, Reynardo vaguely remembered Lupino had a baby daughter, didn't he? And he told her mother he was going out to get some Easter eggs, and he'd never come back. But Reynardo was relieved not to carry the core anymore. He was already feeling better. And who knows, maybe this time Lupino would get it right. And if Reynardo could take the outpost, he'd have access to all the Empire's communications in the sector. Right? Reynardo caught his breath. His joints still hurt, but he couldn't feel the poison in his system anymore. He'd let the armature slip out of his hands to save his friend Lupino. Of course he had to let Lupino take the core. The rebellion needed every man doing his duty. And the Rabbit would be no good taking on an Imperial outpost, right?
Renato took the outpost with a song in his heart. Soon, he was stuffing his sack with key messages from and to the fleet. Then the Farspeaker Toad chortled a new message. The observatory had been sacked by ravens. Lapino and all the scientists had been taken to the mountains. Why? Why had he trusted Lapino again? And now the Empire had the core. Renato hailed the rebel base to warn them. But their Farspeaker didn't croak back. Was the base under attack too? Who knew what was going on at the base? But he knew what the ravens would do to Lapino if Renato didn't rescue him fast. Well, actually, he wasn't exactly sure. It kind of depended on whether Lapino was a traitor or not. Renato just couldn't bring himself to believe that. What are old friends for, if not to need rescuing every few days? Renato felt a twinge of doubt. Should he have gone to the base? No. Logically, wherever they'd taken Lapino was probably where they took the core, right? Oh, why couldn't Lapino have just, for once, not got himself captured? Was that too much to ask? He shouldn't be too hard on the rabbit. No, he meant well, and he was insanely brave. You have to admire that. Renato had learned so much about... Ooh, what was it again? Lapino anyway. There was no sign of him or the ravens who'd captured him. Just rocks and snow and the usual scouts. No sign of the core either. Was this a wild rabbit chase? Oh, trust Lapino to screw up even getting captured. But what is this rebellion for anyway? Well, Lapino was a useless goof. But he was a friend. If friends didn't matter anymore, what was the point of winning this war?
rebellion would soon be engaging the Imperial fleet in a desperate battle. All Reynardo had done was save a friend. It didn't feel as good as he'd hoped.
At the end of the mountain path, Reynardo came to a clearing. There was a campfire, raven feathers, and... oh, Lupino's lucky deck of cards. Well, that wasn't good. Reynardo hoped Lupino would not try to cheat his captors at cards. Ravens were much better than weasels at counting, and they had a very poor sense of humor.
Then, he saw what he had hoped never to see. Fresh scraps of rabbit fur. Ragged and bloody, ravens would eat anything.
By Grabthar's hammer! Reynardo screamed at the sky. I will avenge you!
The rebels had assembled their fleet. Ahead, clouds were dark with Imperial ships. If he could reach the Emperor before the rest of the rebels did, maybe he could settle this without too much bloodshed. He set sail, and the Farfarer shot forward.
Poor Lupino had never been a great warrior. The Mad Rabbit was good for a lark and a laugh. And a pint. The thought of ravens eating him made Reynardo furious. The way they were eating up the land. The way the Emperor was eating up the people with his new, bloodthirsty ways. He would make them all pay.
That could come in handy in a pinch. He had given up every objective to save his friend. He had given up the armature, the core, the gem, and even Zenobia. He loved Lupino, he realized. Now the rabbit was gone. A hero looks out for his friends, even when they're gone. He would send Lupino an honor guard of ravens to serve him in the halls of the Valiant. He would avenge him.
Finally, he reached the Emperor's ship. And there was Lapino, surrounded by ravens. He was alive. They'd eaten some other rabbit. I'll save you! He shouted with joy and flung himself at the ravens. Oh, you shouldn't have, said Lapino when the last raven was down. Reynardo threw his arms around his best friend. I had to come. I love you, man. You really, really shouldn't have, said Lapino. And Reynardo felt a rather sharp pain in his back. As he collapsed, Lapino took the dagger out of Reynardo's back and wiped it off on Reynardo's sleeve. Why? You always have to be the hero. Brave Reynardo, epic Reynardo, super sex.
All he could think was,
Damn it. Food again.
I don't know what this one is. Yeah, I'm done for tonight. Good night. Sleep tight. Dream about nuts platinum. No, it's just.